Okay, welcome back to another, y'all know it, movie review. I know a lot of people won't watch this, but whatever. And we're gonna be doing, Scream. And, Wes Craven, he directed every movie except for the fifth one, but Scream, the original slasher movie. So, I like the whole concept of every movie coming out in the 80s because that's when, I guess the first movie to ever come out in the 80s was probably, no, actually the first horror movie ever was probably Nosferatu, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, or The Exorcist. But it really started to pop off in the 80s when people started making a lot of fucking horror movies. So, I can't remember what date the first Scream came out. Probably like the 80s or something. But overall, this movie's awesome. You have the guy that plays Stu Macher, which is the guy that played the live action and Shaggy in the live action Scooby-Doo movie, or Scooby-Doo movie, and Sidney Campbell. Is that the actor's name? I don't know. But Sidney Campbell, whoever played her, is fucking awesome. Same thing with Dewey. I love Dewey a lot. He's probably one of my favorite characters. But I just hate... If you want to watch my review on the fifth movie where he gets killed, go watch that if you want to. But I just hate where they kill him off. But you didn't kill him off in this one. So, I can remember bits and pieces of the movie. And don't mistake me for what I miss and shit. Because this is only what I think of the movie and shit. But hold on, I'm trying to think. Hold on. I got it. The movie starts off with this girl making popcorn. That's how they used to do it back in the day. Probably. Yeah, they had to, but she's a call from Ghostface. And she gets killed early in the movie. And then I think it takes place like a couple days later or something like that. And there's a killer in Woodsboro. And in the part of the movie, they had the whole concept of whatever you do when you say you're going to be back, you're really not going to be back. And they have Michael Myers on the fucking TV. And whatever the fucking guy's name is, the one that's watching the movie, like they did the whole thing in the fifth one where he's like laying down, and the girl's in the fifth one, and he's like laying down and say turn around you when Ghostface is really around him and her. I don't know what that guy's name is. He does not die, I believe so. And you get to the end. Well, Sidney has his boyfriend, I guess. And she betrays him. But there's actually two killers. And they do this weird ass shit where I forget the original killer's name. I know Stu Macher, but what's the other guy's name? But they do this whole weird shit where Stu Macher does this thing like, I'm ready, baby, let's go, or something like that. And he wants him to stab him, and he's like, I feel lose you, man. Like, what the fuck was that for? But he's still alive. The guy that actually played him said he's still alive. Probably, I don't know, I heard that, but he's probably still alive, probably. And he probably wants revenge one day. Hopefully Scream 6 won't be the same shit like Scream 4. I really did not like that one a lot. But, yeah. Overall, this is a good fucking Wes Craven movie. Obviously, he done great with Nightmare on Elm Street, Scream, Fuck. What others did he do? That's the only ones I can think of because that's the only ones I can think of. But yeah, overall, this movie's fucking awesome. I haven't watched this movie in years, but I remember what the fuck happens in it only a little bit. But overall, this movie's great. But yeah, and goodbye.